Hi. Hello, everybody. I got my cup of soupy soup. I'm having a little chow down. I wanted to do a little Facebook live-age before I have a session. I have a session with someone in 15 minutes, and I wanted to do a Facebook Live beforehand and eat some soup. I'm a busy girl. We got to multitask. Delicious, delicious. So, let it roll. Today I am talking about people pleasing. It's a big problem. People who are people pleasers. They don't know how to say no. They don't know how to say no to their kids. They don't know how to say no to their family, their parents, their lovers, their boyfriends, girlfriends, spouses. They just can't say no. And also, when you can't say no at work, that's a big one. I see that a lot in my practice. My name is Concepcion. I am a love life coach, certified love life coach, and I coach people who are success-minded individuals who slay it in their work and kind of suck when it comes to love, or they at least want to improve their love lives. And so the people-pleasing thing is a huge, huge thing. And so I wanted to quickly share tonight in this Facebook Live something that I do every week called the Love Blast. I don't know if you haven't signed up for this thing. Basically, I send my VIP email tribe a weekly email. And this one was a hot topic. It's just basically simple in the subject. It said, stop people pleasing. And it resonated with a bunch of people, so I figured why not do it as a topic for the Facebook Live. So I basically wrote this thing, and I'll start off by just asking, like, are you a people pleaser? Like, are you a people pleaser? Do you have no idea how to stop this madness that's leaving you feeling frustrated, drained, running on fumes, essentially? So maybe this is happening to you with your relationships. Maybe the people-pleasing thing happens and takes form in the workplace. But either way, wherever it's showing up in your life, it's doing you a major, major disservice. And I'm going to explain why that is. You might notice that you slip into people pleaser mode with certain people. Certain people you could be a total tough ass and be like, I got this. And then other people, it's like this thing that you're just like, yes, okay, yes. Did you ever notice maybe at work you're one way with people and they pile on stuff and you're just like, oh my God, I can't even say no. You don't even like take all your vacation days. You don't know how to honor your time, right? So people are calling you 24/7, all hours of the night. You don't have boundaries set. It could take form there. So I mean, I totally feel you on this. I used to be the same way, and it took a different form for me. My people-pleasing form took the shape of not speaking my truth. So people-pleasing can take many different forms. If you're letting people treat you a certain way and you're not saying anything because you don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers, you don't want to like, oh, I don't, it's not really a big deal. It's not a big deal. Oh, you know, you did this to me. Oh, it's not a big deal. I'll shake it off. And you try to like toughen yourself, but like inside it hurts you. That's a form of people pleasing. And I used to do that a lot. People would just treat me however way they want. And I still, honestly, in this regard, I still have issues with this. This is definitely something that with my coaches, I work on a lot because it could trickle into my business. It could be a big beast. So I have to get a handle on that. And like I always say, whatever you acknowledge, you can shift. You just have to really, be honest with yourself and be like, ooh, there's this thing and I do this. And, here's where it shows up in my life and it's not serving me. So I was super disconnected with myself, and I found that it could be like with my family, my ex-husband, people at work. Like I was living my life, things would happen, and then I'd find myself like reliving the situation, but wishing that I said certain things differently or asserted myself more or had the courage to speak my truth. And then what would end up happening was I would like hold it in, and then it would fester and I would harbor resentment, and then I would like little hair trigger thing would set me off, and then I would project all that anger and frustration on that thing, whatever it was, traffic, the commute, my ex-husband, something not working right, a simple thing like the computer, I'd be like slamming stuff, my phone, I'd like throw it across the room. Like, that's what happens when you're not living authentically and you're not speaking your truth, nourishing your soul, paying attention to what you really need when you need it, and having the wherewithal and the communication skills to let that out, constructively. It will fester, and then something will happen, like your phone will freeze, and you'll just like find yourself throwing your phone across the room, and you will be like, where is this anger coming from? What is that? It's because it has to come out. That energy has to release, and if you don't handle it constructively, you're going to handle it destructively. So the thing that I had to do was, like, I had to get to the root of this need that I had, and still have on some level, to be judged as good, to be seen as appropriate, good, worthy. And this was from parents, co-workers, my husband, his family, my family at large, the dog. Like, it was everyone in my life. Like, I had to feel like they were looking at me with approval, and I was good and worthy. And it's a trap to be in that, because what ends up happening is I did anyway then, would lead a very manipulative life. Like, I would try to orchestrate situations and anticipate people to behave a certain way to make me happy. It led to a very conditional kind of life where conditions have to match up just so Lisa's happy, and it's a trap. It's a trap because you can't do that. You can't control other people. It makes you very codependent, very needy. Oh, I need my mother to do this, and I need my father to act this way, and I need my husband to be this way, and I need this, da, 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 da. And all these people are, they love you, right? They loved me, and always felt, loved, but I didn't know how to articulate what I actually needed. I just wanted them to be a certain way, and they don't know. They don't know. So here I am, like, if only they could be this way, and and this drives me crazy, and da-da-da, but I didn't know how to communicate what I needed until I learned how to communicate what I needed. And that's one of the things that I help people with. It's so necessary. It was very necessary for me. And in fact, it really helped my relationships overall with people in general. Mainly my family, mainly my parents. My God, totally different. It's almost like when I came into that, I was able to separate relating to my parents as a child still at, in my 40s. The perception was still of me little. And I would be needy, and that little girl would come out every time where shit's going on and I don't really approve of it. And because they're my parents and I'm like, you have to be good, Lisa, you have to be good, Lisa, I couldn't express what I needed and what I was observing and what I didn't like and whatever. So I had to work on getting to the root of that and to figure out, like, why my value was all wadded up in how good I was perceived by others. And so, all I needed was like a mindset shift and full on commitment to myself and what I needed first. Me, loving me first, most, best, always, period. And having my goodness come from the divine, not from other people, mere mortals that were here to just mix it up. And so I started to really dive deep into that sort of work. And when I came out the other side, everything changed. And so now I get to help people with this people pleaser thing that, oh my God, so many people have it. I'm actually having a conversation with a client in like 7 minutes about this exact thing. It's this like, I'm here to crusade for the goodness of all mankind. And like in your job, you're like, give it to me, I'll handle it, da 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 da, you're like, and then all of this stuff gets put on your shoulders, and then one day you just snap and you have burnout and your health gets compromised and you feel like crap, and it's all because something in you is making you say, give it to me, I'll do it, give it to me, take it on me, I'll do it all. Or I'll do this, but deep down I don't want to, and I don't know how to articulate my truth. It could take two forms. So one of the things that helped me was creating a personal mission statement. So I always encourage people to take their lives as if they are the CEO of their life. I am the CEO of Lisa Inc. Very successful, thriving company. And so it's up to me to make sure all the different divisions and departments of Lisa Inc. are working, functioning properly. And so creating a personal mission statement was one of the things that really brought perspective and clarity into my life. Basically saying how I choose to live my life from this moment forward. So for me, it was, I am committed to a harmonious, peaceful, joyous life where I love myself first, most, best, and always. That is the mantra of Lisa Inc. So when you have that mantra and you're like, I am committed to a life that is joyous and harmonious and peaceful, my peace matters more than anything, you start to make decisions differently. And you start to learn how to say no as a sentence with love and light in your heart and politeness and grace. But when somebody says to me, do you want to do this thing? And I don't want to do it, I simply say, no, thank you. And that's it. And I know how to exist in that awkward silence. And I just let it hang there. Because that's not my awkward silence. I said my truth. So if there's any awkwardness, that awkwardness it's just space. It's just lingering space. A lot of people try to fill the space with excuses. Or with, I don't know, I really don't have time, I don't know, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Simple. That's it. And you don't owe anybody any other explanation. No is no. No is a sentence. No, period. The end. Love and light, but no. So doing that mission statement, I encourage you tonight, think about it. Like, you are a company. What is the mission statement? How do you want to live your life? What is the mantra? What is the code that you live by? And that will guide you. That will be like your little compass. So yeah, I mean, look, if this is resonating with you and you're like ready to change the paradigm in your life about how you're a people pleaser and like kind of doormatty and people disrespect you, they might disrespect your house, little things like that. Like, pay attention to how people are coming at you. It's like a frame. It's like a framing that you have, and people are not honoring you because you're probably not honoring yourself. And it's a matter of, wanting to be taken seriously. When you ask your kids, you ask the people at work, you ask whatever, people to do stuff for you, and you have to like repeat it and then nag them, it's a problem. People aren't taking you seriously. They're not listening to you the first time you ask them something. I had that problem. The other thing is, being heard the first time, I said that, being taken seriously. People are just like, whatever, she's saying what she's saying, but because she's all mouth and like there's no substance to it. Watch, it becomes, you're leading with emotion, you're loud, you're argumentative or whatever, but like nobody takes you seriously. You're not measured, right? When people are measured, they could exist in that silence and they can say, I see where you're coming from. I understand. I heard everything you said. And it sounds to me that you're feeling this way, and this way. I understand that. So here's where I'm coming at it. And let's see where we can meet in the middle. And notice your tone is this. And so when the other person flipping out, flying off the seat of their pants, la 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 la, and you're able to stay here and you don't mess your vibe, you don't lower your vibe, you don't raise you're just right in that sweet spot of peace. I'm here to preserve my peace. We're going to get to a solution, but I'm not compromising my peace in the process. You have to make decisions. This environment is not good for me anymore. I'm out. Period. And the fear, got to handle that. Got to be like, listen, I would rather delve into the unknown than to spend another minute in this shit show environment. And when you can get to that and you love yourself that much, everything, all the pieces in your life start to fall in line for you. The other thing is opportunities come when you make those kind of decisions, when you put yourself first. You start attracting positive people, doing positive things. They lift you up. But yeah, so I wanted to bring you this message. That was the love blast for this week. And it was like one that I sent on email and it just resonated with a bunch of people. So there are certain topics that really hit it for people, and so I wanted to bring that to you. I know I was joking around the other night with dating and whatever, but this one's a little more serious and a little more a little deeper. It's just something that I thought that would be of value to you. So that's my deal, and I really hope that this helped you out. Write that personal mission statement, grab a piece of paper, maybe talk it over with your spouse, and just be like, what's the mission statement of our marriage? What's the mission statement of our courtship, our relationship, for the children, whatever your deal is. Even if you're single, what's my mission statement for dating? How do I want to live my life? Who do I allow around me? I'm the CEO of me, and I'm running this shit hardcore. Yeah. So if this resonates with you and you feel wow, you were just speaking to my soul, Lisa, I am a people pleaser hardcore, hit me up, nice little DM, and we'll handle it. I'm offering complimentary 30-minute conversations about any of these topics that you see. And if it is a fit and a match and you experience, a little resonance within that conversation, then we can take it to a full power session. But we'll see how you feel. No pressure. All good. I'm here to help you out. My name is Lisa Concepcion, and you can find me at LoveQuestCoaching.com. And tomorrow, big announcement in the morning. I'll just tease that for you. Talk to you soon. Bye.